Hey, let's talk about entry-level metal detectors. Today we're going to discuss the Ricomax GC1037. I'm going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony and this is 5280 Adventures. Today we're going to discuss how you can get involved in metal detecting at a beginner entry level. We have here the Ricomax GC1037 entry-level metal detector. Ricomax reached out to me. They asked me to do a review on it. I'm going to tell you all about the features, what I like, what I don't like, and what you can do to get into metal detecting without breaking the bank. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump right into this. We're going to talk about all of the features, and I'm going to show you it right up and close so you guys can understand exactly how this machine works. First thing we're going to talk about is the weight of this machine. Fully assembled right out of the box, this machine comes in at 2.31 pounds. It's very, very lightweight. And if you really want to compare it to something that's a little bit higher on the entry-level scale, the GARRETT ACE 250 metal detector made by GARRETT Metal Detectors comes in at 2.64 pounds. So this machine right here actually is lighter than the GARRETT ACE 250. The next thing that we're going to discuss is the actual control shaft of the entire unit. The one thing that I noticed when I got this out of the box is right away it jumps out at you. It's the color. I do believe that they're trying to model this after the GARRETT ACE series with that nice yellow color, but you can also see some other features that is also from the GARRETT line of ACE detectors. Let's start right here at the end. We've got a really nice arm cuff design with a strap so you can hold it in there nice and tightly and you can control the entire unit pretty darn well. This is made out of plastic. It's definitely got a little bit of flex to it. It's not the high end plastic, but it also, I mean, you squeeze that thing, it's not going to break on you. Some better quality plastic for that arm cuff design. As we move down, we've got an ergonomic design here with a nice cushion handle. Again, I believe this is featured right out of the GARRETT ACE series with that design right there for you to be able to hang on to that thing. And as we continue down, this upper control shaft down to your lower shaft is also made completely out of metal. It's a little bit heavier than, say, carbon fiber, but again, you have to look at this as an entry-level machine. This metal is very sturdy. It's not going to bend, break on you. It's pretty nice. As we continue down from the upper shaft to the lower shaft, we actually do have a cam lock on here. This is definitely another feature that you see on higher-end machines, as well as the GARRETT ACE series. That will lock into place and you're not going to have very much movement with the cam lock right there. All right, let's get down to the bottom. Let's talk about this coil. Now the coil that comes with this is a 10-inch round concentric coil. Not exactly a higher end coil. You are going to get pretty good depth with this, but this is definitely another entry-level feature for the entry-level machine. The coil itself is actually waterproof, so you can submerge this into water. It can get wet, which means that you can hunt in rivers as long as you don't submerge this control unit. Now, overall, I will say that I do like the design of this. I myself personally have used GARRETT machines for a very long time. I enjoy this design. It's very comfortable, and overall, I would give it a thumbs up for this design. So while the unit is not Bluetooth capable, it actually does come with a set of headphones that I found very, very lightweight and comfortable. These headphones are ones that you could wear for a long amount of time while you're out in the field. They're lightweight, they're comfortable on your head, and they have great sound that comes through them. One feature I did like about these headphones is it does come with a 3.5 millimeter jack. That plugs directly into the control housing unit on the front of the machine. Really nice thing about that is that you can use these headphones right here that are provided with the machine itself, or if you have a really comfortable pair of smaller ones and they have that 3.5 millimeter connection, you can plug that right into the machine as well. Either or, you get that really close sound directly from the machine, and you can definitely detect and hear those sounds that might be a little bit deeper. Nice little feature for sure. It comes right with the machine itself. All right, the final part on the headphones that I like is right on the cord here. It has a volume adjustment. Very nice that you can just do it right off of the cord there without having to monkey around with any other features to make that volume adjustment. Not a lot of entry-level machines will give you that capability of actually adjusting the volume. Very nice feature on the headphones. The next feature that we're going to talk about is the control housing box. What we're going to do is we're going to move in real close to this so you guys can actually see all of the features right up and close with how this machine works and what's all included inside this box right here. All right, let's talk about the features on the control housing box. This particular unit is actually powered by two 9-volt batteries. They're not included with the purchase. They are inserted underneath the control box. And you can power it that way. To turn on the unit, you use the switch on the right-hand side. That will power this thing up. So one of the features on the unit itself is actually the backlight, and you can adjust that backlight by pressing the menu button. And you can see the light is now flashing. You can decrease the lighting by pressing the negative, or you can increase the lighting by pressing the positive. There are not a lot of machines that have this particular feature with the backlight, as well as the ability to increase or decrease that. Now we do have 4 different modes of operation. We have an all metal mode, we have the disc or discrimination, we have notch, and we have pinpoint. The all metal mode is simply what happens when you turn the machine on. You can go ahead and just start detecting right away, and that is going to just go right into all metal mode. The second mode is going to be disc or discrimination. And what that means is over here on the left-hand side of the control box, there's a VDI number that matches up to your target VDI as well. Now what you can do is you can actually discriminate up and out of certain VDI numbers, and as you can see as we're coming up, it's actually taking off those identifiers. So you can see pull tab just came off. Now this disc or discrimination can actually disc all the way up to 80. My suggestion is you would never want to disc up to 80 because you're taking away all of those other clad coins. The idea behind the disc is that you could discriminate out iron, which comes in at a certain level. The next feature is going to be your notch. And what that means is rather than just discriminating out to a certain level, you can actually notch out some of these different readings up here. So if we want to notch out pennies, we would notch that out, and you can see the penny is now gone. We could notch out the quarters, we would notch that out, and now the quarter identifier is gone. Obviously, I would never recommend that we're notching out those particular items, but sometimes somebody may want to do that. The 2 items that you could notch out would be pull tabs, as well as that iron. Now what that leaves you right now is all of your clad coins are going to come out, and you'll be able to identify those. The final feature on the box would be your pinpoint feature. When you identify a target as you swing over it, you would press the pinpoint, you would slowly move over the target itself, and it would actually pinpoint closer to where that target is located. That's a great assistance to help you to know where to dig once you find that target. One other feature on this machine is going to be your sensitivity level. That tells you how much power that this machine is actually putting out. The higher the sensitivity, the more reaction you're going to actually get to the unit. You can press the menu button and toggle through the different features. Now we're on sensitivity. And as we go down, you can see that the sensitivity level is going down or it's going up. All right, let's discuss the pros and the cons of this entry-level Ricomax GC1037. One of the things that I really like about this entire machine is overall, it is very, very lightweight compared to any other entry-level machines. I also do like that the coil itself is waterproof, so that means that you can hunt in water up to a certain depth. Nice little feature that you can get on this entry-level machine. One of the things that I mentioned before was this ergonomic design that they have used directly from Garrett themselves. I like the cuff, it's comfortable. I like the design. The pad here is nice, and the weight that with this all-metal shaft doesn't add a lot to it, so very nice design with that. We talked about this previously, but something that I really do like about is having the ability to disc or discriminate out certain areas up to a certain point. This will allow you to discriminate out the iron, so you're not digging nails all the time, as well as having that ability to notch out some other things, such as pull tabs. And the final thing that I like is the VDI readout. It's very large, it's very readable, and it also gives you that range telling you kind of what the item is that you're looking at. Again, entry level, a lot of machines don't have that type of feature. This one here has a nice little VDI readout. Great feature. Let's talk about the cons of this particular machine, in my opinion. I only have 3 things that I could be kind of picky about. The first one is the control box not being waterproof. Again, we're looking at an entry-level machine. Not a lot of entry-level machines are actually waterproof itself, but if I had to pick something that I wish that they had on this machine itself, it kind of would make it waterproof. The second thing that I would call as a con, and it's a pretty big one in my opinion, it doesn't have a depth meter. In other words, it's not going to tell you when you come across an item, whether it's a coin or a relic or whatever, it's not going to tell you how deep it is inside the soil. Huge turnoff to me. I really wish that they had that type of feature in here. There's some things that I would personally take off of the machine to add in that depth meter. The backlight being one of them. Nice feature, but not needed on entry level. I really wish that I had a depth meter telling you exactly how deep that target is that you've identified in the soil. And finally, if I had something else to complain about, it would be not knowing what frequency this machine is operating at. Now, as an entry-level machine, that may not be a big thing for you, and I would agree it's not really an entry-level feature that I would be too much concerned with, but I still would like to know what frequency this is operating at, so that way I know really what it's concentrating on. Some frequencies are able to concentrate more on relics. Some are able to concentrate more on coins. This one, I don't know what it operates at, so I'm not quite sure what we're really focusing on in terms of this entry-level machine. But again, this is an entry-level machine. I keep saying that, entry-level. All right, let me give you my overall impression of the entire thing. For $130 as an entry-level machine, this is something that I would definitely purchase. This is something that you could get into for not a lot of money. It won't break the bank. And to be honest with you, if you actually hunted a couple weekends a month and you found, you went to the school sites and the different parks, I bet you that you could find $130 worth of clad within 1 year just to pay for itself. I honestly think this is a great beginner entry-level metal detector. It would be great for kids to get started in metal detecting, but to be honest with you, if you have an adult that is using this type of machine, you are going to miss some coins, you are going to miss some relics, and that might be a little bit more frustrating for those adults who are making sure that they're very thorough and they want to find everything that's out there. Overall, great entry-level machine for the kids. So the last thing that I have for you guys is I actually have the Ricomax pinpointer that is paired along with the Ricomax GC1037. If you guys enjoyed this review of this actual machine right here, I've got a video on the screen right there. It's going to tell you all the features of this particular pinpointer, how it works, what I like, what I don't like about it. Click on that link right there. It's going to tell you all about the Ricomax pinpointer. Guys, I appreciate all your time today, and as always, I will see you on the next adventure. Take care.